Hi, this is Sunny from Booredatwork.com, and today I'll be doing a video review of the Samsung Intercept. Now, the Intercept is an Android 2.1 device from Samsung, which was released in July, early July. And the device actually is an Android 2.1 device. It does have a 3.5-inch touchscreen. It has three physical buttons in the front. It has a call, an end button, and a directional pad. It has four touch-sensitive buttons with the menu, home, back, and search. On the right hand side, you do have your camera button, your 3.5mm jack for audio, headphones, your micro SD slot is on your left hand side, and the volume rocker is also on the left. The back, you have your camera, which is a 3.2 megapixel camera, flash, and the top of the phone has the port for your mini USB for data transfer and charging. Now it has a full slide out QWERTY keyboard. As you can see, the keys are a little flushed, and and also, yeah, a little flushed. And so we'll take a look at the device. Similar to your Galaxy S line phones, you just drag the lock button and you slide it up to unlock, which is pretty easy. Another thing that's similar with Galaxy S phones, which is part of, I guess you say, TouchWiz 2.5 or 3.0, is they did add the the power controls on the top, so you do have your vibration, silent, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi, which you can toggle through there. You don't have the full TouchWiz interface. This is pretty much similar, closer to vanilla Android, Android stock 2.1. But we can check that by hitting the menu. Let's go to settings, about phone, and you can see it's Android 2.1 as the firmware update number. And yeah, so Samsung and Clear build, and yeah, that is that. So let's head back home. Now, just quick things to note about the phone that is interesting, or say slightly different. It only has 3 home screens. There is no option to change to multiple home screens, up to 5. Since this phone comes on the Sprint network, you do have the full Sprint functionality with Sprint TV and other Sprint, like Sprint NASCAR and things like that. Couple of apps you will find with the system, mostly other Sprint apps. You do have Think Office free. You have your Sprint Zone, and you have Wear installed on the device. It's pretty much basic Android on this device. Overall, a Clay build. Your on-screen menu keys are the basic Android keys. There is no swipe installed in the device. But you can also use, of course, your slide-out keyboard. Now, the keyboard itself is it takes a lot to get used to, actually, to say honestly. The keys feel very flush together, so it's very hard to differentiate between different keys. As you can see, it feels very smooth, like running my fingers on the keys. So there's almost no differentiation other than a little stubble between the J and the F keys. But it is usable. It's not bad. But I wouldn't say it's the best. I prefer. I like what the Samsung did with the Epic 4G. That was in my opinion, a better keyboard. Let's take a look at some of the other controls, as for instance the camera controls on the device. So we go in. Let's go and look at the camera. Now the camera controls are pretty much stock Android 2.1. You can pull that out. You can change your settings, your modes for different picture qualities and things like that. We'll include some pictures with this review, as well as video from the camera, just so you guys can see how it looks overall. But it's pretty much a stock Android feel to the camera itself, but it does take some pretty good pictures. You can switch between your video camera and your camera by sliding the button. Alright, this is Sunny from Booredatwork, doing some indoor nighttime recording with the Samsung Intercept, just giving you guys a view. This is some low lighting behind me. I just transferred to some better lighting here in this room, so you guys can see. It looks pretty good. It's about 15 seconds of that, so hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a nice entry device. I mean, I think what you will notice from the Intercept, that if you're looking for a good simple Android phone that at least you can have some functionality with, the Intercept does the job. It definitely isn't a high-end phone. The few things that do take away from it is, I think, the keyboard itself. It's just it's a little too flat for me. It might, again, for me personally, it might work better for other people. I was surprised that Samsung didn't include swipe, which of course they've been the main proponent of swipe for the last couple of months, so I was expecting to see swipe integrated into the device, but there is no swipe, so you actually have to go download a keyboard option, that keyboard option separately if you want to. But overall, it works very well. Navigation works well. Had no issues with the phone. It just felt very vanilla, very limited in a sense. Samsung didn't put much to this except adding a few things here and there with touch reach, sort of support with your power controls on top, and your call and answer menu. Other than that, there was nothing much to it. I can show you the dialer screen. The dialer screen, yeah, you can, I believe you can find contacts by actually just typing in the numbers, and that will bring them up. Your call logs, your favorites, things like that. So it's like I said, the device is nice. It works very well. Actually, one cool thing I do like, it's actually which I hope Sprint integrates into its Android devices later on. It's actually the voicemail system. Just head to that quickly, and it's very easy to control and use. You can see, it actually shows you who calls. Bonnie, I just listed the name, that's Bonnie. You can actually tap into the individual voicemail, and then you can either, of course, you can pause it, you can call the person back directly. That's the one number, so don't worry. You can also delete the voicemail, things like that, directly. So it's pretty easy. It's pretty basic to use, and works very well. Hopefully this gets integrated into the main phone system itself eventually with Sprint devices, but or even Android overall, which should be great if you could, if Google did that. But overall, this is it's a nice device. It's simple. Like I said, if you're looking for entry device, Android device, and Sprint with a keyboard, this is something that I would say someone who's not a power user would definitely be able to use with ease. So just definitely a different Samsung phone. It's not a Galaxy S phone, but it is an Android phone nonetheless. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, let us know. This is Thunder E from Booredatwork saying thank you, and always enjoy entertainment.